Hello and welcome to day 9 of our October Pilates challenge. Let's go and grab your mat, workout space, and let's get started. Laying all the way down, finding that length of the spine. So reaching from the tailbone across those hips, scooping the abs and the ribs in, starting to feel that wrap around the waistline, and then relaxing across the shoulders, drawing the chin down, so we're lengthening through the back of the neck, and then float those arms up to the ceiling. Let's take a light shoulder stretch to begin with. Inhale as you reach that right shoulder, and then exhale as you release the shoulder down. And inhale, left arm, and exhale as you release. Let's go and reach to that right shoulder, all the way up, and release it down. And reach to the left, and release. One more full set, right, and release, and left, and release. Rounding those arms towards each other, soft elbows. Inhale the arms wide, expand across the chest, and then exhale as you cross one over the other into a hug. Inhale as you open wide, and then exhale as you cross. And inhale as you open wide, and exhale, cross. Inhale, expanding across the chest, and exhale. Let's do one more full set, wide, and exhale, and inhale wide, and exhale. Good, hands float up to the ceiling, and let's go and generously hug those knees in towards you. So you can relax your lower back into the floor, keeping the core pulled in. So draw those abs and ribs in, feel that little press of the spine into the floor. And then legs glued together. Let's circle those knees around for 3 and 2 and 1, and then reversing that for 3 and 2 and 1. Going directly into our low back stretch. Float those legs up into your tabletop, relaxing through those arms, opening through the chest, long neck, and then twisting the torso as you keep the core pulled in, and exhale the legs back to center. Inhale as you go to the left, and exhale to center, wrapping the waistline. Inhale, right abs scooped in, and exhale to center. And inhale, left, and exhale to center. Breathing through that work to the right, and exhale to center, and then to the left, and exhale to center. Good, rounding yourself up, connecting that work into the rib cage, feeling those ribs draw down, feeling the abs scoop in. And then if you would like, placing those feet onto the floor, pressing them as far from you as you can. So you're opening across those hips, feeling those low abs engage, or keep them in tabletop. Or legs go straight, wrapping the heels to the toes apart. We're ready for those 100 deep, huge breaths. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Draw the belly to the floor, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Reach to those shoulders, and 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Lengthen through the neck, and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Squeeze the legs together, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Wrap the waistline, and 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Find the inner thighs, and 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Expel those lungs, and one more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Releasing it back down. Go ahead and draw the knees towards your shoulders, feeling a little release around the hips as you scoop the core in and lengthen the tailbone along the floor. So we're not tucking the tailbone, but we're trying to find that neutral pelvis. And then circle those knees around in opposite directions for 3 and 2 and 1, and then reversing that for 3 and 2 and 1. Now getting ready for our rolling like a ball. Hands can go behind the knees, curling through that spine, tucking the tailbone under, rounding up, finding a C curve across the spine, wide shoulders, open chest, and then rock it through center to come up to sit. Now again, we're going for rounded positions. We're not sitting on top of the tailbone, but we're scooping those abs back towards you. So you're creating all this length into your lower back. And the chest is not contracting, right? We're not collapsing in the chest. We're actually going wide in the shoulders. We're allowing space to happen here. And now rolling through center, and we're taking this more open position so we can go for the massage. Inhale as you round it to your shoulders, and then exhale up to sit and hold. So we want to try to rock through the spine nice and equally. Inhale as you round it back, and exhale up and hold. And inhale as you round, and exhale, hold. Breathe through that. Inhale. Nice deep exhale as you lift. And inhale. And exhale. Try not to roll on the neck, but just to the shoulders. Let's go for 4. And exhale, rounding into that lower spine. And 3. And exhale, opening through that chest. And 2. And exhale. And here we go, one last time. And exhale. Fantastic. Go ahead and place those feet back onto the floor, ankles and knees together, and then let's roll all the way back to the floor. Fantastic. So getting that lymphatic system moving, right? A little detoxification, keeping our immune system strong. Also just feels nice. And then going into a slightly new exercise, I want to wake up this lowest band of your abdominal muscles. Now this exercise is something that we can stepwise into in tiny little steps to make it more successful for us. So it's small, it's a very minute movement. Place the hands underneath the lower back. Now where they actually go depends on how much arch you have in your spine and what feels good for you. So feel free to adjust where your hands are placed at any time. I like mine kind of at the top of my pelvis, but I know some people like the hands a little higher as well. So feel free to adjust that. And then legs go straight up to the ceiling. And within that length, I want to wrap the heels together and the toes apart. So I'm using that turn out just to get a little deeper into the inner thigh, feeling a sense of reach across those legs. Now, the chest and the shoulders stay relaxed and open. Shin stays drawn down towards the chest. So we're keeping this wide upper body. As we take a tiny movement here, you're going to scoop the abdominal muscles in and tuck the pelvis under, lifting the hips off the floor, and then roll the hips back down. Now notice how small that actually is. So this is like 90% effort, right? Not actual distance. So you're inhale and rounding the pelvis up, and then rolling the hips back down. So I am not swinging my legs towards me to do that work, but I'm actually trying to keep the legs perpendicular to the floor. So we scoop and draw the feet up to the ceiling, no shoulders, and roll down. So feel how low that action is, and tucking under. And relax that neck. We got 5 more. And 5, scooping through that low core, and roll it down. And 4, right, small and precise, and round it down. And 3, scooping under, and round out. And your hips might not actually leave the floor, and that's okay. If you can feel the engagement of those lower abs, and roll down, that's all we're going for, right? 2 more. And scoop, and round it down. And one last time, scoop, and roll it down. Good. Bend those knees in, relax those hands out. So feeling out those lower abdominal muscles a bit more. And that tends to be kind of a weaker area on actually quite a few people. Usually feeling our upper abdominal space, right, is something that we more activate when we're doing crunch work and things along those lines. But as soon as we start getting into where the abs actually connect into the pelvis, this starts to get kind of like a dull sense of awareness, right? So it can be a little harder to activate that low scoop, right, that we're trying to get into within those deeper abdominal muscles. So that exercise, even though it's really small, right, notice the warmth you've created in those low core muscles, right? That feeling. So when you activate your core, you're building on top of that of drawing the abdominal muscles in, right? You can feel that low belt around the hips. Fantastic. So from there, place those feet about hip distance apart, relaxing through the arms and the shoulders, And let's just take our breathing exercise, but the lower half of it. We're gonna tuck that tailbone under from those same abdominal muscles. Think about actually taking the exact same kind of feeling that you got in that last lift, right? That last exercise, connecting that. And then not from the glutes, right? But from those abs, slowly round the pelvis off the floor, one vertebrae at a time, right? So you're feeling this wrap, you're feeling this length, and the back of the body is relaxed. And then rolling the spine back down, rounding through the pelvis and releasing at the end. Getting that length across the lower back as well, again, of all those core muscles. Let's take that again. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under as you roll the hips up, making sure the knees are still working in line with the hip sockets. And then exhale as you round the hips all the way back and down. And let's take that one more time. So we're going to tuck that tailbone under, scoop the abs in, and roll the pelvis up, opening across those front pockets. And then exhale as you round it all the way back and down. Fantastic. Bring those knees in towards you. Go ahead and rock yourself up to sit. And let's just finish with a quick little butterfly stretch. So drawing the bottoms of the feet together, lengthening outwards through those knees, feeling that reach through the hips and sitting long and tall. And then go ahead and drop the chin, feeling a little stretch in the back of the neck. And then lift the chin up, reaching across the throat. And draw the chin down. And lift the chin up. And then bring it back to center. Think of scooping through the core, sitting up long and tall, and tilt to your right. I'll mirror you. And then tilt up and over to your left. Wide shoulders, lifted chest. And up and over to your right. And to your left. And then bring it back to center. Roll those shoulders back, 2 and 1, and then reverse, 2 and 1. Nice job. If you are up for doing any additional exercises or stretches at this point, you should be warmed up and ready to go. Otherwise, see you tomorrow.